Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. David here, and welcome back to another Atlas News episode. Today, I have two topics to talk with you guys about. There's some new Atlas trademarks, or should I say, some old trademarks for certain website domains that were renewed again on April 30th of 2022. And when you take the time to look at them, I think it can give us a good idea of what we should expect with that domain in terms of a potential game announcement in the near future. So we'll talk about that here really quickly, and I do want to get you guys' opinion on the subject as well. And next up is the concert for Persona. Now, the concert is in October. We predicted a lot of things during the latest episode of Demon Appreciation Podcast with the Midnight Channel and King Narakami 45. But there's something that was brought to my attention during the show by some of you guys listening to the podcast, and it sounds like Atlas is trying to tease something a little bit with the concert, and we'll discuss that as well today. As always, if you want to stay up to date on anything in terms of Atlas, Shin Megami Tensei Persona, you are at the right place. Make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and a quick thumbs up always is a big help. Without any further ado, let's just jump straight into our topics for today, and I'll start with the trademarks for Persona specifically. Now, trademarks are renewed every now and then by a company so they can keep the rights to a name, or in this case, a website domain. Atlas issued a ton of trademarks a couple of years ago, and some of them, they're renewing them, some of them not anymore, and some of them, they keep renewing them, but we don't know what it is still. Let's just start with exactly what I want to talk about today, and that would be one trademark in particular that was first issued in 2017. Now, in 2017, Atlas issued the trademark for P3D.jp, P5D.jp, PQ2.jp, P5AG.jp, and P5U. Now, the three first ones are easy: P3D, P5D, and PQ2. Persona 3 Dancing, Persona 5 Dancing, Persona Q2. All those games were revealed in a concert in 2017, therefore they're not renewing the domains for the official websites anymore since they're not up anymore. So we're not considering these anymore, they're not there. Now, P5AG, which was, I remember in 2017 when that came up, people were like, hey, Persona 5 Goro Akechi Goro? And then people were speculating all over the place. And I do think, I'm making links right now, is it maybe where the Zippo rumor comes from, right? P5AG? Maybe he thinks that's real, so that's why he's talking about a Akechi spinoff for P5. We don't really know, but the one trademark that I want to talk about today is the one from the title, P5U.jp. Now, we still don't know what P5U.jp, and the reason why that one is interesting is, unlike P5AG, which was dropped, they didn't renew it this year. P5U, they've been renewing it for 5 years at this point, and we still don't know what it is. So what I want to say is, you guys, it is a website domain, this trademark. So I have a feeling, and maybe I'm wrong, I mean, I'm not an expert in all those trademarks thing and stuff, but from the research that I did and from the conclusion that I can come up with using logic, that's what I'm getting at. I do think P5U is probably some other P5 release of some sort that will require a P5U.jp website. We don't know what it is yet. A lot of people are speculating, and I just want to talk briefly about what I think it could be. Again, the P5 Akechi spinoff thing that Zippo mentioned in his blog, I still don't believe it. I think it's a stretch. I think there's potential there if it's true. But for now, it's like, it sounds crazy, so I kind of want to dismiss it, to be perfectly honest. Now, the elephant in the room probably is Persona 5 Arena. Now, P5 Arena, I made a video, I think it was early 2021, before Strikers came out, talking about how I don't think P5 Arena will happen. Like, straight up. I just was like, Persona 5 Arena is never going to happen. That was my vid. And in that video, I explained my reasons why I think it's not going to happen. Like, Arc System Works, the co-developer of P4 Arena, they're bigger now than ever. So would they really be available for Atlas to pay them on a joint project for P5 Arena? Maybe, but I'm not so sure. So P5 Arena, again, I still think it's possible, but I'm definitely still leaning more towards the not happening side of things. It's more of a feeling than anything else. I do think that there's a couple of reasons, as I mentioned, with Arc Sys and stuff, but I still think it is possible. It is, in my opinion. The other thing, the other and final option that I could think of was, what if it's Persona 5 Strikers 2 or some type of Musou game with Omega Force once again, with it being an action RPG. Maybe you bring some of the royal characters, Maruki, Kasumi, Akechi. You can bring some new characters in and give us Strikers 2. Maybe. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I would say that out of those three options, I think it's probably the most likely one, because Strikers, unlike Persona Arena, is extremely successful in terms of sales. Now, P5 Strikers was very quickly the best-selling spin-off of all time for Persona, and Persona 4 Arena is, well, the first release did decently, and the re-release like crazy underperformed. So I'm not so sure. Maybe it's P5 Arena and I'm completely wrong. Maybe they're just gonna take advantage of Strikers 2, or maybe it's something completely different. I want to hear you guys on this one. P5U. P5U.jp. There has to be a reason why Atlus is always renewing that trademark for a potential website domain in the future. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think P5U is. For our next topic today, it's about the Persona concert. Now, we're always saying Persona concert 2022 and stuff, but there's a real title. There's a complete title. It is called Persona Super Live P Sound, which is the standard format for these concerts, and then the real name for this concert that will happen in October is actually Persona Super Live P Sound Wish 2022 Crossing Journey. And it got people speculating. Now, when I first saw the name of the concert, it went right over my head. Like, I didn't see anything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna take credit for something that I didn't notice. I had no idea that there was any type of meaning behind these concerts' name, but it's actually the case. And people brought this up to my attention, and I also noticed that Persona Central made an article, very interesting article, by the way, as always with my videos. Links to my sources down in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. But we'll look at the article together real quick, because I think there's some interesting stuff there for sure. Alright, so here's the article in question. So, do you think the Persona Super Live 2022 title and artwork are teasing anything? If so, what? And when I saw it, I was like, okay, so Reggie here from Persona Central is probably one of the first person who thought about this, although there was a lot of people on Megaton Twitter as well. But if you look at their article here, they say the next concert is going to be called Persona Super Live P Sound Wish 2022 Crossing Journey, as I mentioned. And then he says, all of the previous Persona Super Live concerts have had game announcements, some of which have been related to both the actual concert's name or the concert's key artwork. So it got a lot of people excited, and honestly, I didn't know that up until this day. I really didn't. If you look at 2015, and 2015 is where Persona 5 was first revealed, as well as Persona 4 Dancing All Night. And then it says it taking place on February 5th, 2015, Persona Super Live 2015 in Nippon Bukudan. Night of the Phantom was notably where Persona 5 was first revealed, as well as the re-reveal of Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Clearly the name Night of the Phantom and the dagger in the logo represented the star of the show, as Joker hijacked the concert to make an announcement, which was the reveal of Persona 5, the famous red background with the 5 chairs, and that was our art. So clearly the name was related to Persona 5, which was revealed during that concert. Now you may say it's a stretch, you're a dumbass, actual expectations. That's fine, but let's keep going. Again, this article is awesome. I didn't know any of that information, and again, I'm not no joke, I didn't know. I had no idea. The next one was Persona Super Live 2017, and the name for this one was Persona Super Live P Sound Bomb. Witness the Harbor's Crime, and that's where Persona 3 Dancing was announced, Persona 5 Dancing, and Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth. And then they say this one did not seem to have any hints towards the game that would be announced. Witness the Harbor's Crime was a reference to the concert venue being near a harbor, while the key art shows the protagonist of Persona 3 4, and 5, wielding their signature Persona summoning tool. So very cool there. You with the glasses, Joker with his mask, and Makoto with the gun. And then they say the closest to a hint would possibly be the addition of P-Sound to the Persona Super Live name, with the Persona rhythm games called P-Sound Action Games by Atlus. However, that link is admittedly tenuous. Next one is more interesting, in my opinion. This is the 2019 Super Live concert, and it was called Persona Super Live P-Sound Street 2019. Welcome to Number Q Theater concert, and that was the latest one, the most recent one. And then they say, unlike the previous concerts, the two games that would end up being revealed at PSL 2019 was Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5 Strikers. The key art and concert name were mainly Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth, teamed with the logo representing the concert street. So the street right there, as you can see the name of the street on the panel. And then they say, coincidentally, the logo is similar to certain Persona 5 Strikers iconography. And then here we go with this latest one, which is Persona Super Live P-Sound Wish 2022 Crossing Journey. All the protagonists are on the art, being a more muted color palette compared to the previous artwork. It features all of the Persona series protagonists this time, despite only having music announced for P3, P5, P4. The clouds resemble geographical locations as well. And then they say, do you think that the name Wish 2022 Crossing Journey and the key art of the upcoming Persona Super Live 2022 concert is teasing at any upcoming projects? Let's talk about this really quickly now. Personally, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'm part of the I'd say I'm in the camp of people who think it's not necessarily teasing stuff. Like, yeah, they're using a theme for these concerts. Clearly, you can see it, and yes, it's kind of related to what they show. But the closest one would be that one, the 2015 one with the Joker in the background, Night of the Phantom. That's a decent link, but other than that, I feel like the other ones are kind of a stretch. It's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. What do they mean with Crossing Journey, the Wish concert? What do they mean with that? I'm a little bit confused. All the protagonists, hey, let's talk like a dumbass with actual expectations. What if it's a collection of all the Persona games ported to all platforms? P1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them. One collection, all platforms, global launch. Obviously, that may be a little bit too much to ask. Or is it simply the fact that they're once again going to produce another artwork of this concert a week after, because Persona 6 will get revealed during the concert and they're gonna add the other protagonists right there in the art with the other goats that we all know and love? It's really hard to say, but honestly, you guys, I wouldn't look too much into it personally. It's just my opinion on it. I think it's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm extremely curious to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment sections below, as always. And thank you so much for watching this quick news update video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, if you did, quick thumbs up always is a big help. And I am looking forward to reading your comments. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. See you next time. Bye.